disruptive, you know what I'm saying? But we are about to kick this off. Yes, indeed. For sure. We are at the G.I. Joe Classified Series panel here at Comic-Con 2024. And we're going to get some reveals. And we're going to be in for hopefully a treat. We already got some reveals earlier today. So we're hoping for more. The HasLab has already been announced. It's the Rattler, and it's already up. So if you want to back, you can go to Hasbro Pulse, either the app or the website, and get your pledges in. Do that. I've already backed one. That's how I'm feeling right now. We'll see what goes on when we get some more info on it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see what's going on. It's going for $324.99 for those of you that want to know that. So, yeah, that's it. Without further ado, I'm going to flip it and let you see what's going on. Got a decent view of the screen, so we'll be able to see what they put up there.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. So today we are going to, for those of you who are familiar with our fan space, and the way that we use it. Also, is this like, can I have your feedback? Is this okay for you guys? Am I about this? Great, perfect. We brought it in. I have my team's chat up with our team at home in case they need anything, or we it is Coco. I have a dog. Her name is Coco Puff. But I have my team's chat up with our full development team at home who are probably currently watching this. So if everybody could say hi to your Joe team. So we are really, really lucky to be up here as representatives of our design and development team today. So if everybody could give just like a 20-second introduction to who you are, that would be lovely. My name is Emily. I work on our marketing team on G.I. Joe, and I am joined by...
Hi, I'm Lenny. I'm the principal designer of G.I. Joe. I'm Tony.
Lenny getting all the love.
I'm Tony. I'm the master modelist.
Tony, that's my boy, yeah. And John.
I'm John Gordon. I'm the design director on G.I. Joe and Transformers Collective. Hey everybody, my name is Eitan Wigger, and I'm a senior designer with these guys on G.I. Joe.
Approximately 62 minutes ago. You know, kind of like that. And then we are going to flip the order of what we usually do. So we are going to start with our pre-orders, then we're going to go into digital renders, and then we're going to go into our game movie reveals. Does that sound good? Perfect. Okay, all right, so to start off, I mean, we got something kind of exciting a couple minutes ago, so let's check out the launch video for the G.I. Joe Classified Series Rattler Pass-Up, which, if anybody's paying attention, already has over 2,000 backers.
Yeah. When I got on, it was at $8.99.
Constricted our partners at HasLab to create twin cannons pitted up and down and are perfect for putting bolts in G.I. Joe parachutes. This aircraft is truly a triumph, a masterpiece of the destructive arts, proudly exhibit your Cobra Raptor fleet on this exquisite display stand, also included in the base offering. Rest your jets securely in standard flight, or add the attachment piece to closing, nosedive, take off, or banking right or left. The slide-out drawer of the display base can also stow your accessories. Should your orders include the first unlock tier, all backers will receive 3 Cobra Airborne Squadron patches. Do your allegiances lean to the fearsome fangs, or perhaps the fly spotters? Unlock 2 expands your Cobra Raptor crew to include a Cobra Gunner action figure to staff the turret. And last but certainly not least, our third unlock adds an exclusive Baroness pilot figure who's absolutely each of the figures in the offering will be part of the classified series numbering sequence. Don't come crying to me if you miss out on this unprecedented opportunity. Well, friend, I hope I'll convince you to contribute to our worthy cause before the campaign ends September 9th. With your help, the free world will fall before Cobra's superior might, and G.I. will cower before the roar of our engines. Cobra!
So, thank you guys so much for that very polite and restrained applause for this product offering. So we're really excited about the new Cobra Raptor Gender Classified Series HasLab campaign. This is the longest HasLab launch video we have ever done because there were so many features in this thing we couldn't cut it down. So please, if you wouldn't mind, a round of applause for everybody on the development team. Because you know that we love to just ramble on about literally everything. Okay, so I find that we're all friends and we treat our panel opportunities as an extended friendship time, and that's what people like, and also it makes us a little rambling.
Yes.
All right, so we are going to spend the next 10 minutes talking about the Cobra HasLab campaign before the Cobra Raptor HasLab campaign before we move on. Does that sound good? Excellent. It wasn't really like you have an option, it's what's happening. The illusion of choice. So we are going to start with Peyton down at the end because the Raptor is his baby, and he has done an absolutely phenomenal job. He came to one of our first kind of review meetings with the most thorough presentation of any item at Hasbro I have ever seen in my entire life. All of the details, all of the greeble, and we all just kind of sat there and went, wow. It was amazing. So Peyton, tell us a little bit about your flame baby.
So the way this started was we had a fan council, and I have to say everything starts with a fan. Awesome fans who told us exactly what they wanted from this. And they spoke from their hearts, they spoke from their memories. It was like 1984 again in their imagination. And they were beseeching us to, achieve certain features in a way that just perfectly matched their expectations from their childhood. When they were playing it on the floor, and I think that's probably how a lot of you guys felt. And so we, in the beginning, we did think maybe we would stretch this to be really like a military jet rigged out, like really intense new look, very different aesthetic. But the fans said, no, really achieve the Raptor that we had when we were kids, just fully realize it in a magical and exciting new way for us as adults. And so that's where the design started, and I think that's where it ended. The jet is also like a 2.0 version of all the different features that you could have ever wanted when you were a kid, right? So the wings, they do the VTOL. There's the blast effects that go up in it, so that when you pose it out in a cool stand, it really does look like it's gonna take off directly straight up into the air from an aircraft everything is fully realized on there, right? So in the beginning, it was like more generalized little bombs, and there were fewer of them. And now we've got way more, and each one is really emblematic of an actual bomb that could be on a plane. So we took cues from reality. We tricked out the cockpit with lights in a way that, of course, wasn't in 1984, and the gunner had lights. A lot of the infographics on the cockpit are like air-to-ground type infographics, and the ones in the gunner are like air-to-air for the gunner figure. There's realism with the engines. It looks like a real turbofan engine with spinning blades in front. Actual details of like combustion, of air compression, where it comes out in the back with thrust. Really cool blast effects, which I think you guys come to expect, but that really make it come to life and look amazing when you set it up like in a dogfight with the dragonfly. And I think when it's put up against the dragonfly, it really does look like there's a story between the two.
Oh, and at this pause point, I realized I forgot to say something. Our very, very generous partners at Skybound have printed special Ashton editions of a G.I. Joe comic that you will now be holding in your hands as they are being passed. Again, our partners at Skybound are absolutely phenomenal. If you are not caught up on the Inner John universe, what are we doing with your spare time? But just want to make sure that you are all aware when you're like, what on earth is this thing I'm making? You know, that was good. Forget to say something about it. So, everybody say thank you, Skybound.
Thank you, Skybound.
Thank you. John, please continue. I apologize for
So I think one of the things that's really special when we kicked this thing off, John, was that he said, you know what, I had a Rattler when I was a kid, and that thing was hard to put in the toy box. So one of my things I mentioned was like, look, if you jam pack this thing with features, it's just got to fit on a standard collector's shelf. And Dan, if this guy didn't figure it out, and we were able to work with our amazing engineering team to make it happen. This thing also has spring-loaded landing gears too, right?
Totally.
Wow, and a fully decked out lighted interior. 3 fully formed incredible figures designed by the incredible Leonard Bandiga and realized completely in their color scheme by Tony. So this is a complete offering, and as with other HasLabs, this thing is really built on the hopes and dreams of everyone in this room, not just the 80s fans, but the modern classified fans of today. Thank you very much, Eitan, for that incredible product.
Alright, so we've got about 2 minutes left in our HasLab segment of the panel. Does anybody have any final thoughts? So just to clarify, we know that this is quick. So what you see from us at other points in the campaign is we'll do a video with a little bit more detail. Maybe this week, if Kevin says that there's time in his Kevin's giving us the thumbs up. So we will do an additional video kind of talking more about the design and development of the Rattlers that will go up on HasLab's YouTube later this week. But we have a lot of really great stuff to get to. So last stop on the Rattler campaign, gentlemen, do we think this is going to be the fastest funding G.I. Joe HasLab? Keeping in mind that the piss tank was 8 hours and 23 minutes, but who's counting? For the record, G.I. Joe does hold the record for the 2 fastest funding
I like to think the Joe fandom might be one of the best fandoms out there. Certainly like Transformers. Hard to say. Transformers, yeah,
Alright, perfect note. And so just as a reminder, going back to the Rattlers HasLab campaign, also as a reminder, doesn't matter when you back in the campaign, your card isn't getting charged until 11:59 p.m. on September 9th. So you may as well back it now to help us, continue our record. And then we have the 3 fastest funding HasLabs of all time. Alright, so now we are going to go into the pre-order portion of our day, and we actually have a special guest who is going to be joining us on stage, who is hiding in the back hallway. Sarge, would you mind joining us?
from the slaughterhouse for a special high priority mission. I'm looking forward to hearing what that big announcement is going to be. And I heard Cobra out the hallway there. Makes me sick. Makes me want to puke. What I call him a no good puke. One thing he did tell you is retreat. That's the biggest word in the vocabulary. We're going to have him retreat a lot. Right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Sir?
My esteemed colleagues, if they're what makes Sergeant Slaughter what he is today, and that is the #1 selling boys toy in the world. I won't take up a lot of your time, but when I joined Hasbro in 1985, they were kids. And I became the #1 top-selling toy in a matter of months. I'll never forget, we had a mail-away where you called in a special number and you got a recording of Sergeant Slaughter to give you a special secret code number. And when you turned that secret code number in on your telephone, they gave you an address and told you how to get a Sergeant Slaughter action figure. But you couldn't buy the Sergeant, you had to earn it. And I got a call from, I believe it was Bob Perosi. I think that was the gentleman that called me, and he said, Sergeant, got a problem. I said, oh, what is it? Figure I was going to be fired. He said, we got a problem with the action figure. We ordered 300,000 of them. I said, oh, guess we're going to have to send those back to the warehouse. He said, no, we need 3 million. You need 3 million? That's a problem? He said, well, the problem is there's going to be a lot of boys and girls waiting for a long time at their mailbox for their Sergeant Slaughter action figures. Anyway, I know you got a lot of work to do here. Mind if I sit in and listen?
Dreams I could ever imagine as a kid when I imagine I'm sitting here on stage with the famous Sergeant Slaughter. Everybody give him a big clap.
General Trump called me the other day, asked me if I'd consider running for vice president. I said, I'd like to, General, but I don't want to take a cut and pay out with Hasbro.
So Sarge isn't just joining us to be a pretty face on the panel today. We do actually have kind of an excitement, and not just let me start over. We love having Sarge here. There is also a purpose behind Sarge being here, other than just, being awesome. Yes, be very handsome sitting on our panel. So, without further ado, we are going to start out with the newest item joining the Transformers Collaborative.
Oh, wow.
Our new Triple T tank that changes into a cup that comes complete with a Sergeant Slaughter and leatherneck set of Owen figures.
Right, we have the famous veteran of the Autobots Cup, joined forces with G.I. Joe and the ever awesome Sergeant Slaughter and Leatherneck. He's able to transform as they're converted into an incredible Triple T tank, which is chock full of features, just as you remember from the 1980s. It includes one special feature. The back of the Triple T can open up to actually have places for your G.I. Joes to stand and battle. Yo, Joe!
Yo, Joe!
Are
I can't hear you.
Yo, Joe.
Both figures are completely brand new. All brand new sculpts. We updated them a little bit so they feel a little cleaner with modern sculpting. So we're really excited to get in line. Samples are looking awesome. We just can't wait to get it to you guys.
And Sarge, how does it feel to once again return to the glory of the original 1980 Sergeant Slaughter Owen figure?
Yes,
Pretty good?
Triple T.
Rolling in style.
Tag Team Terminator.
So the Triple T is such an absolute classic from the G.I. Joe line that we couldn't wait to get it back in for modern toy collectors. And what a better way to do it than by partnering with our friends on the Transformers team and making sure that Sergeant Slaughter is back in yet another form for the kids of today. And let's be real, the adults of today who enjoyed this toy when it was originally out to collect and enjoy. So this item is the exception to our pre-order timing rule. This is going to be pre-ordering with the other Transformers items that we will be putting up for pre-order at the Transformers panel, which is happening tomorrow at 6 o'clock in this very room. So no excuses, you already know exactly where you need to be. So the Triple T is going to be going up for pre-order next Tuesday. I want to say that's July 30th. Does somebody want to tell me if I'm wrong? Oh, I'm getting nods. Fabulous. And our standard 1 p.m. Eastern time. Does that sound good? Excellent. Perfect. All right. Perfect. So Sarge is going to hang out with us while we speedily run through the other items in this deck.
Quick details. Quick details.
Yes, quick details. We're going fast.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? Each one of you gets to talk about one item.
Oh,
I know, right? We're going to try something new. Yeah, we're really going to be expeditious about this one. I'm hoping that we'll leave a little bit of time for questions. Okay, so first up for our other pre-order items, that's right. 60th anniversary is going to be continuing. First up, we have our new sniper.
Yeah, this is a fun one to get into the line. We always want to do a ghillie suit, and it's a full fabric ghillie suit with like a shaggy kind of fabric to simulate foliage. So it's one of the figures. As you can see, she completely disappears in the scene, which is awesome. It's got the colors just right. It comes with an awesome kit out. You can swap the heads out for true building. Just a really cool figure. Happy to get her in the line. The 60th anniversary is really cool, and we just want to keep on building on it. So hope you guys enjoy it.
Perfect. Wow, that was very exciting. All right, that was nice.
Yeah.
Great. All right, so Tony, you up for next?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so next up, continuing our 60th anniversary set, that's right, it is our new Halo Jumper.
Super proud of this one. As you guys may know, if you watch the live streams, Lenny likes to stress me out with the amount of candle we put on these figures, and it's on head to toe. Really cool face print, of course. We've got camo on that. You see about a quarter of that parachute that goes into the backpack. Do not throw it off your fridge or your house. This is not a functional backpack. All right? It's aesthetic, and it's a beautiful figure. Continuing that 60th anniversary line, so hope you guys like it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to keep clicking for you.
You look real in those shots.
Yes, they're great.
Yeah, Matt's killing it on these photos.
Oh, and the backpack opens up.
They look excellent. All right, so next up, we are coming right along. This is our new Night Force Coral and Falcon 2-pack. John, you want to talk about our friends Coral and Falcon?
Yeah, you bet. So some of you guys might be fans of Falcon, and you may remember the Falcon has come out line before. We are always listening to your comments. And the incredible Lenny Pantica used this as an opportunity to give him a little bit of a makeover. Look how handsome he is. He's a handsome man. Not only is he cool looking, but he's also ready to take on Cobra. And he does it with the help of the amazing Coral. Coral comes to us from the Action Force world of the UK. Any UK fans out there? A couple of them, there you go. But what's great about Coral is that her outfit matches perfectly within the Night Force colorway. So this is a great two-pack to have, and a great way to bump up your forces. And if you're a fan of Falcon, another way to collect it.
Also, some of the troop build as well. We want to get a Night Force troop building in there so we can take the gear off and the gear on and kind of customize it just like most classic.
That's right.
Rumor has it you can head swap.
You can head to
That was on purpose. be a helpful note to say that Starduster is also an exception to our pre-order rule. So for our 60th anniversary figures and Coral and Falcon, those items will be going up for pre-order tomorrow at 5 p.m. I want to say Eastern time? Maybe. If I'm wrong, somebody will say it on the internet. Perfect. We all need that. So there is currently a video going up on Hasbro Pulse that is a recap of this panel, and all of my pre-order times are correct in that. But our person who I was looking off screen at while we were doing that video and talking very slowly about pre-order timing so that I could get a thumbs up is currently not in this room. So let's say 5 p.m. Eastern time and see what happens. So Starduster is going to be a special exception to this rule. So Starduster is going to be our Hasbro PulseCon exclusive item for G.I. Joe. Hasbro PulseCon scheduled to return for its fifth year on Spooky Friday the 13th in September.
Very scary.
Very scary. We'll have to maybe all get to wear Halloween costumes for the whole show. That'd be fun. You don't look very excited about that. You should see some of Lenny and Tony's Halloween costumes. They're phenomenal, by the way.
Amazing.
They've won Best Couples Costume.
A lot of spikes in that costume.
Yeah.
A lot of spikes.
Last spikes. So Starduster, again, is going to be available for ordering during Hasbro PulseCon, which will be on September 13th of this year. Sound good? Excellent. All right, so, Lenny,
Good.
you should take this one because this is something you've been excited about.
I've been talking about it for years, but here he is.
So, next up, it's Road Pig and Rukkus.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for years, and you're gonna ask us what figure that you want to make, Road Pig, and we had a blast working on this one. I wanted him to feel like a power lifter. He's gigantic. Roadblock has to look up to him, but we felt we would need to give him a little bit more of an edge, because why not? So we have the skulls to him. He has the cinder block hammer, but as a kid, I was like, that's gonna break, like one shot, right? So we gave him the boar hammer that he comes with, so he can upgrade to that. And Rukkus is like a pit bull mix, so he's a giant pit bull, which is pretty awesome. And then there's a lot of customization with this one. He comes with this helmet that goes on that makes him look like a giant pig man, so he looks even scarier. Really fun to work on it. I'm rambling a little bit right
No,
now.
but you're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Can we talk about the good boy face?
Oh yeah, there's a good boy face and a bad boy face on all dogs in G.I. Joe, and we'll do that until we stop making dogs, which is never. So always a good boy, bad boy. It's super fun. We pushed him. He's huge. He's probably dead like 1,000 pounds. He's awesome.
I don't know, Sarge, what do you think about this guy?
Magic.
Sarge, you can take it. Easy. Yeah.
So Road Pig and Rukkus will be going up for pre-order tomorrow at, let's say, 5 p.m. Eastern time and figure out if I'm wrong.
I think 5 is the number of the manager.
I think 5. It's either 5 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Pacific. I just don't remember which time zone it is because we're sticking between time zones. But you know what? I am looking at my team's messages now. So hey team, if anybody can hear me at home, would you mind putting it in the team's chat if I'm wrong or not? Appreciate you all. All right, so Tony.
Oh, yeah.
This one, and that's kept secret this weekend. Everybody coming here from Hong Kong. Anyways, this is Raptor. Lenny did an incredible job of kind of modernizing him with some really cool tech, taking it out of the Birdman category, but also still a Birdman. The helm is removable. Really cool movement. You want to talk about the movement on the wings? Because you're better at that than me.
We actually studied how falcons move their wings, so we wanted to do it so we could do like a full dive. And falcons do a full dive, they go 200 miles an hour. Sorry, but you can pose out. I think in the next image you can see what we really wanted to do was make him be able to like protect himself on them. So you can see the posability of his wings is paramount to the design. We went crazy with this, my poor sculptor. We really worked this one. But it came out awesome. We're super excited about it. So, and like the falcon design of the hood, like it's wild, it's crazy, and it was awesome to get one.
And many thanks to BMAC, who is watching this from home, because I banned him from being at Comic-Con this year because his wife is very pregnant and he was not going to be here when the baby is going to be born. Hi, Ben. So so he confirmed 5 p.m. Eastern time for pre-orders. Great, we were right. Perfection. So, Raptor. We love it when Tony comes to us and is like, hey, so for those digital renders, I can't actually fit that all on a square image. Can we do a rectangle?
Yeah, these are about 12 inches wide.
Yeah, he needs business. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Promise?
He is a lawyer, after all.
Yeah.
He does need business. He is, technically. That's what he has on the file card from the original thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
What do you guys think about the update? We like it?
Okay, so when he does your taxes, is he in the full outfit?
Yeah, we hope so.
Can you imagine walking into an accountant's office and that's what you see?
He's got a bird's eye view of your economy. I'm here all day, and all day.
That was awesome.
Alright, well, unfortunately, you're not gonna top that at any point in the rest of the
No,
panel. That
I'm
was
done.
a peak dad joke for your day. Phenomenal. So next up is our Steel Core versus Twilight Guard 2-pack. Check this out.
Yeah, so we know some of you fans out there are later generation fans. The Goldhead's Steel Core guy is really your generation. So we wanted to make sure we put that out there. But we also wanted to have a character in there to make it a versus pack. So we put in a Shadow Crimson Guard.
Twilight Guard.
What's that?
The Twilight.
Oh, it's a Twilight Guard. See, I'm not even cool.
It changed around a little bit.
Can't go around that,
Yeah,
yeah.
really make a new character, go through like a copy process, and then like kind of lose the name, that's just it.
So you'll see a full assortment of
Thank
things.
you, Mark.
Yeah, so this is a great troop builder, fully decked out with a suite of weapons and armaments. So troop build away.
Oh, forgot to hit the.
Oh, this is armor.
Secondary.
Another colorway of the Crimson Guard, but we didn't want to just do straight up black figure, so we added the purples in there and the oranges in there, which is fabricated. We want to feel like a Twilight, feel like the end of the day, beginning of the day. So, yeah.
Alright, so that concludes our pre-order section of our panel. This is really weird because usually this is the end. So I'm going to recalibrate my brain. Alright, so again, pre-orders are going to be launching at 5 p.m. Eastern time for all of those items with the exception of our Triple D tank, the Transformers collab that will be launching at 1 p.m. So Transformers items launching at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, July 30th. Stardust is going to be our full-time exclusive on September 13th. And then everybody else is doing tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So, alright, so, lightning round. Render reveals.
The Golden Claw, we need to get it in there. It's coming out awesome, we're pretty far along on it. It's fully decked out, it can hold multiple figure
They
sizes.
are really hitting us with the vehicles.
On the belt that has a figure on, so you can put Roadblock in there, you can put Duke in there, you can put figures in there, fits a lot. It's got wing dampeners, the sides of the wings go up, all of the landing gear comes up so you can fly and you can land, which is pretty awkward way to land, but Cobra's got interesting design methods. Super fun, Blast Effects comes back, exciting to one.
Perfect. Good lightning round. Nice. Alright, coming soon to toy pre-order review. Next up, Tony.
And coming to Ranger is doing a 5 o'clock shadow on his neck. So, first time here in the line?
They demanded it, or you just keep on putting 5 o'clock shadow on the next?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Super excited about this guy, lots of camo. He's got the shooting range glasses, 2 removals, so you can get a cool look for him. And he does braces as well.
And fists to punch Cobra.
Yeah. Any Marines in the audience?
Alright, and John, last render reveal for you.
So Lenny did an incredible job on this guy, not only bringing to life Xandar, but also kind of bringing that almost apocalyptic Mad Max Fury Road feel to this guy, while still maintaining a lot of the 1980s weirdness in this guy, like the prop top and all the other, the face paint, the pink bandana. vicious, and I think there's a couple other little details. I mean, you want to point them out?
Yeah, so he's wearing, from Serrana's jacket, he's wearing a scarf made from that. We kind of played around with some of these details by adding the skull. It's like a demon skull, because skulls are cool, but demon skulls are cooler. He's got a jacket on so he can be protected. It's just a little load onto the jacket. It's pretty fun design. I was excited to get in the line. He's so crazy looking. And he's got that like glam apocalyptic feel, which kind of brings me like top coat, you know. There are just
Ready to take on
Good question. Good question.
All right, so we have 4 name reveals that we're going to go through the speed of light. My franchise partner Michael is texting me to remind me and tell you something about comics, and then we have like 5 minutes for Q&A. We're now ready? Speed round. Name only reveals. Up first. That's
Heavy duty.
Oh man.
So Medicaid will be going to classified line in some capacity. We don't know exactly what capacity. You'll find out soon. All right, and then the next 3 are going to be reveals for our retro card back line. So first up, we've got Second up, probably one of the characters we actually get one of the highest demands for on retro card back, which I'm surprised by.
Something in G.I. Joe about shirtless and mustaches, you know?
I don't know, Czar.
This is retro card, y'all. They're gonna release Dr. Mind Bender on the retro card.
And retro card white releases. They're all down well. Looks like we get them. You might want to where's that in the line? Guys, see brothers under that?
And we almost forgot this one in the recap video too, but you know, we love a good puppy in the G.I. Joe line. So
Oh, no. The doggos coming out awesome. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. I can't.
and BMAC put a note in the slides for me because he did this deck while I was working on the booth. So again, thank you, BMAC, for doing this.
Thank you, BMAC.
Is that Law & Order will not be retro card back. They will give you full classified treatment as a figure in that set. So just in case, oh wow, he actually wrote me notes. He's wildly thorough. This is incredible. I never write notes. I just pretend like I know what I'm doing. So he says, just in case you were on the fence about a raptor, let's give you a preview of the packaging image of the Cobra Claw. You know you need to dominate the skies, and you're going to be sad if you don't have a raptor to play along with your glider. So if you weren't convinced before, you should be now. And then please give I know that we're very, very lucky to be representatives of our development team, our graphics team, our brand writing team, everybody on G.I. Joe Classified, specifically, well, all of them, everybody who works on the brand, but Julian and Stacy on our graphics team, Mark, our brand writer, worked incredibly hard behind the scenes to bring in all of the packaging and beautiful online listings that you know and love for Classified. So if you wouldn't mind, I happen to know they're all listening right now, if you wouldn't mind saying thank you.
Don't forget our engineer, Matt.
Matt needs to
Oh, yeah.
go around.
Yeah.
Matt will go around.
Absolutely, yes. We have many Matts on our team. We have a Matt who is our sculptor, who is an absolute delight. We have Matt Cohen, who works in our photography studio, who designed the diorama downstairs. Oh my God, I was almost going to forget about that. Holy smokes, you all would have been very upset with me.
Very upset.
Very upset. So I'm going to do this part first before I forget. And then here is, I don't know, something real mysterious.
What the heck is that?
We're not actually sure what this is, but feel free to guess, and we'll learn more about this later. Absolutely unrelated to this in literally every way possible. At 6:30 tonight, please feel free to join us in the Hasbro booth for a special unveiling of our HasLab Raptor model that will be placed with great ceremony and pomp and circumstance in our very empty HasLab podium in the booth. So we'll have the acrylic top off of the pedestal for 30 minutes until the end of the campaign for you to get the prettiest pictures possible in life. And it'll be a good time. All right, so with that, we have got a fucking 10 minutes left. We did great for us. This is incredible.
All new record.
We really don't. So before we turn it over to Q&A, are there any last points any of us would like to make? My last point is Baroness figure with the Rattler, all new tooling, no tooling reuse.
Brand new figure,
Yep.
she's got swappable hair, she's got white gear on her, she's an awesome figure. Actually, out of all the Baronesses we've done, for me, that portrait is like, that's what Baroness is supposed to look like, so I'm very proud of the figure, and, you know, can't wait to have the actual last.
Nice. Tony, John, Aton, sorry, any last points?
No, I just wanted to thank all of you fans out there. You know, I'm wearing a shirt right now that is from 2007. So it's 25th anniversary on the sleeve. Some of you guys in the audience, you might have been along on this G.I. Joe ride since then, and some of you are brand new to the audience. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you to each and every single one of you. Thank you for your loyalty to our brand. Thank you for being a collector, and thank you for keeping our brand alive, not just within your hearts, but within the hearts of your children and family as well. Yo, Joe.
So, we've got like 8 whole minutes for Q&A. Anybody got questions? Come on up to the microphone, expediently but politely, please. As a reminder, we cannot comment on any upcoming figures that have not been announced yet. Not how we roll. All right, new friend, what is your question?
Do you think it's likely for the hazards will continue to see alternating Cobra Joe, or is there other factors that come into play that might affect that?
Super solid question. You never know what the future may bring, but we're going to do that. All right, next new friend.
Just a question. It's pertaining to the character that never got to see the light of day. It's made of blood, basically. Wondering or see him middle of them, whether it's retro or something. Like I got him when the Cobra Island. I got him. It's surprised because I'm hard to see me blood again.
Great question. Who knows what the future may bring for any of our characters? I know you keep trying to trip me up and thinking I'm just going to say something and get real excited about it. So who knows where the future may bring any of our characters? Nothing's off the table. Thank you. Next new friend.
Thanks, Sarge, for coming out. Great presentation. My question is, the Marvel team has done like troop builders dedicated, like the Skrull and Hydra soldiers. Is that something that would be a possibility for past troop builders, like the Cobra officers, thinking of that?
Yeah, we had done that with the like the 3 pack, I think. Certainly nothing that's off the table.
Yep. Excellent answer. Perfect. Thank you so much. You never know what the future may bring. I know, right?
The answer to the future figures questions are hard.
Yeah.
I have to keep that stuff under wraps.
Be careful, the next person to ask that question might get put in a clutch.
Next new friend.
Hello. So I have a question about a two-part question about an item revealed during Yojo June, that being the Nemesis Immortal that was suspiciously absent. Any idea when we can expect to maybe hear more about him?
That's such a great question.
Uh-oh.
Do you know that you never know what the future might
And you notice that his design matched the Cobra Commander appearance in the comic. How tightly is the classified team with Skybound Comics?
We love those guys.
We've been working very tightly with them. We meet back and forth. We talk about, you know, what can we do in the future, what they do in the future. It's like an awesome partnership. Symbiotic relationship. We like to share with each other all.
And how incredible is that series, all those series, all those mini-series, it's incredible, huh?
You know what? While we're talking about Skybound, that's a great reminder that Michael wants me to make a plug. So if you are, now that you have that beautiful Ashcan variant, that comic book in your hands, if it sparks something in your soul and you just really are like, holy smokes, let's get more variant comics, please feel free to head over to the Big Clutch booth, which is booth 111.
This is what they're talking about, y'all.
As they are partnered with eBay to exclusively sell some very cool Skybound variants. And remember to check out our Energon Universe panel that's going to be happening tomorrow. And I am also supposed to remind you that delightful Skybound comics such as Duke, Cobra Commander, Destro, and Scarlet will either be available for you now or available soon for your reading enjoyment.
That was awesome.
Right, thank you,
so
Skybound.
much. All right, thank you. Next new friend.
First, I want to say thank you to the team. You guys are knocking it out of the park. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for giving us that stinger that is coming out. And the next thing you know is When are we gonna see October Guard?
That is such a.
Oh, Jesus, here we go again.
I feel like there's a lot of things you could say about this, but what we're going to say is that you never know what the future holds. That was a hard one to answer, though.
We wish we could say more, but yeah.
Thank you, Fred. What's your question?
It would be about the nemesis and what I got a different question. For Law and Order, go out, going to be based on the cartoon or based on the figure whatever it is?
You know what, that was a fair one.
I didn't quite understand. I think.
So Law and Order based on the original toy, so which variant of Law?
Oh, OG, the original.
So it would be like digital German Shepherd.
Yeah, it's definitely German Shepherd. Oh, yeah.
It's a classified.
It's actually going to be our sculptor's German Shepherd, based on his pup. Yeah. Really cool. His name's Salvador.
Just so you know, he is a good boy.
All right, we got 5 minutes left. We're coming through these. Would you like me to preempt your question with the answer, or?
I'll actually ask it, but, yeah, Twilight Guard is a new character, you know, we've seen a few new characters. Is this the pattern to expect of, you know, what you've seen before with new ones? Is that we're gonna be peppered in that way?
Yeah, we definitely want to be adding new characters to the line. We want to pay homage to the old school characters. We want to bring them in a new light, but at the same time, we got to push G.I. Joe forward as well. So we're going to bring new characters in. You're not going to see it all the time, but we're going to put it where the timing is right, essentially.
If you think about a guy like Heavy Duty 2, which we saw a reveal on, I'm not going to say much because I know no one knows the future may hold, but I can say this, that Lenny puts extra love into every single one of these characters, and he becomes like if you know a character from the 80s or 90s wasn't completely realized, Lenny fully realizes it. So you get the details, and it almost, you're bringing a character to life in a new way. So in that sense, there's new characters and there's reimagined old ones.
Here's yours.
All right, we got time for one more question.
My dear,
Okay, good evening, G.I. Joe team. Good evening, Sarge. All right, so good evening, everybody. Congratulations with the YouTube. Anyway, so real quick, it's not a question. It is more of a, I'm putting the bug in your ear. The guys know I've been talking about it. Tuskegee Airmen. We have great sculpts. You guys got this fantastic line. I'd love to see the Tuskegee Airmen somehow play out in G.I. Joe. Thank you very much.
Remarkably hard to not drop our Raptor model. Oh, just kidding. Evidently that plan was changed. Was anybody going to tell me that in the 12 times I've already said that in this panel?
We got nervous and then you kept on talking.
Oh, man.
And I remember words, so but we started putting it in.
Anyway, go down to see the Raptor model. It's going to be beautiful. And so again, thank you everybody on the panel, and please say an extra special thank you to Sergeant Slaughter.
All right, y'all. That'll do it. That's the end of the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series reveal panel. Had some nice reveals, some nice info. And downstairs, there'll be a rattler. And I'll bring that to you, too. Until then, peace.
Sorry.